Anybody who's watching this, who's got young children, you know this, Reg, from your experience. I think I've got young children, got years ahead of us. You're loads of time to be together. You and I know they grow up like this.
That's right.
And then they're gone.
Correct.
And they still spend time with you. I don't want to alarm anybody with 5-year-old children that they go forever. They don't go forever, but you only see them fleetingly. You grab this time now because the kids want you now. In future, they'll want you a lot less. Now, hopefully you have a partner, a significant other in life that you also want to spend time with. It's about choice, Reg. It's discipline. It's deciding these other things in my life matter. I do not want to be a single, divorced, detached from my family billionaire. I'm not interested.
Matt, can I ask you, this is maybe, a bit of live coaching with me, but and our good friend Nigel Risner was talking to me about this recently, which is, he talks about, if you're going to be in the room, be in the room. And sometimes, you could be with your family, but your mind is elsewhere.
Yep.
I don't know if you go through that, but my mind has a million things flashing through at any given second. And when I'm with my family, my daughter's a classic one, because she's the one who'll hold me accountable for things. And she'll say, Dad, are you listening to me? I can see you've already gone to 5 other things. Come back, Dad. Right? What's your thoughts around, you've got the time now, you're with your family, you're doing the things that you love, but truth is, your mind is elsewhere. Do you go through that, or is it just me?
No, it's not you at all. Are you in a study room, Reg, in your home there? Is that?
Yes, this is my home office and library. Yeah.
So it's your home office. It's your library. And when you walk out of that room, can you close the door?
Yes.
Okay. And so that, for me at least, okay. So I don't know if this works for everybody. For me, the trick I've learned is that this room is the workspace. This is Positive Momentum head office, right? Global headquarters. It's hot desking for one person, and that's what goes down in here. When I walk out of that door and I close that door, I consciously close the door. I know what the sound is of the door. It's a mental trigger. It's a mental anchor that says, okay, I hear the door close. I know that latch sound. Okay, that means I'm now going into my family world. So I don't know about you, but I've had lunch with my call them my girls, my wife and my 2 daughters every day for the last 3 or 4 months. I don't think that's ever happened in my life. I take 12 weeks off, but this is amazing, right? And I adore lunch. Something about lunch for me, because it's so unusual. And my diary is set so that I have an hour. And we sit, and we've been lucky, the sun has been shining, we've been sitting outside and having lunch together. It's a golden hour. My head is full of what I've been doing, but I hear the click of the door and I go, right, okay. Now, they don't care what I've been doing, by the way. I mean, sometimes I've been on webinars with 1,000 people from all over the world, taking part. It's been amazing. I've had the best time. They're not interested. They weren't when I was delivering speeches. I've delivered speeches to thousands of people. I fly home from exotic places. I come back into the kitchen and my wife says, the rubbish needs putting out. And I'm like, no.
Reality check. Hey.
I just spoke to 1,000 people. I got a standing ovation. It was amazing. She's like, no, I really don't care. Yeah. I mean, she really, really doesn't. It's not like she doesn't support me.
So Matt, what happens when you close the door? Okay, mentally you're ready, but then this office here decides to come with you. Right?
It doesn't come with me. It doesn't come with me, Reg. Yeah. That's the point. It doesn't come with me. So I have my little iPhone holder that sits in here behind the latch door. It doesn't come with me.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, this frustrates the living daylights out of a lot of people I work with, because they go, I've been ringing you. Why don't you pick your phone up? I never have my ringer on. I don't have a vibrate on my phone. I turn off all those distractions. And now I'm very accessible, right? If somebody's called me, I'll call them back.
Yes.
But when I'm with my family, we have a rule, I guess you might have a similar one, at the dining table, there are no phones. We just don't have phones at the dining table. My kids don't think it's odd. I keep calling them kids, they're young women. They don't think it's odd. They think it's normal. They actually go to friends' houses and go, Dad, it was pretty weird. You know, everyone's on their phone over dinner and stuff like that.
Well, it's not just family, Matt. You know, this is happening now with a lot of clients in board meetings where, you know, I can think of one client right now where it's part of the meeting code of conduct where there's a bowl in the middle of the boardroom and there's a grace period of a couple of minutes. Anyone who's late, there's a fine. He also takes credit card payments now as well, so that's easier. And then the other one is the phone. So there's another bowl where all the phones have to go in that bowl. And the first few times we did this, it was so difficult for people to, you know, they were fidgeting. They were like, they didn't know what to do. They wanted their phone out of that bowl. And then after a few meetings, everyone got used to it. And we just said, okay, every hour we'll take a small 5-minute break. You can check your phones. But it's amazing, isn't it, how this device is the best thing that ever happened for the world, but also has a huge impact on relationships and being present.
It is and that's the dichotomy of this, Reg, which is this technology is wonderful. I'm a technology geek, right? You tell me about a new bit of technology, I want to buy it, right? So there's no, I'm not a Luddite, but it's choice and it's discipline. It's choice and it's discipline. Now, I never take my phone. We don't have phones that go upstairs, right? So my wife and I, my young daughters are different, and they take their phones to bed. We don't. Never have. So I've an old school alarm clock that I don't use very often, as it turns out. But, you know, a clock by my bed. I don't have my phone. That's a choice. Do I want it? Yeah. Do I want to know when I come back from lunch after being with my family? Do I want to look at email? Yeah, I feel the same thing everybody else feels.
Yeah.
But I choose to be disciplined about it because it's better for me. It's better. It's good for my mental health. It's good for my relationships with my family. I think it's good for my business.